Good morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. I'm a little bit sick. We just got back from Pittsburgh last night. It ended up, hi Jade, did some delays, but it's whatever. I'm definitely coming down with something. Y'all can probably tell in like the last video. I was watching some clips back that I took on my phone, and I was like, I sound like a smoker. Whenever I travel, I get sick, and I was like lingering all week. I was like, dear God, please don't let it hit me too hard. At least until we're done with the show day, so I can like do what he needs. Today, I gotta do a lot of like groceries, cleaning, like reset a bunch of stuff. We got a ton of packages while we were gone, and then I've got a ton of client check-ins and stuff to do today too. I'm not gonna like actually train because I'm sick. I'm just gonna go for a walk. I'll get a ton of steps getting groceries. I have one of my last like little workouts I'll probably show you guys from my last block before I start my new training phase, and I'll show you guys those in the upcoming weeks right here. So I'm gonna show you guys what we got, like a bunch of packages quick first, and then maybe I'll get a little montage of me like doing laundry and cleaning and stuff, but I mean, y'all know how that works anyway. Okay, so first thing I actually got this on Poshmark because I was like, no way in heck am I spending the normal amount for it, so I have to wash it. But it's like an aloe zip up. I don't have any aloe stuff. I have like one or two things from them. I feel like aloe and Lulu, I don't always love how they fit, but I got this jacket. I think it's like a size small women's. At first I was like, oh my God, it's miniature, but I'm used to wearing like a men's medium for like an Elf zip up. So it says aloe there, and I just wanted something like just like cute. Great for zip ups. And then I have these shorts in pink from Target. Let me try them on really quick. I love them. So I was like, they have black. I wish they had like a white or something. So maybe if it's like they're all in motion. Brian, let me try these on for you quick. Okay, so these, I have to roll them over. I got an extra small. I roll them over, and then they're like the perfect fit. I don't think they look goofy rolled over, or at least like I'm just used to always rolling my shorts, but they're adorable, and they're like long enough. I could have them longer and like tie them. There's like a little tie right here, but they're just kind of big if I do that. But they're super comfy. And I have a hard time with like Lulu shorts or anything because they're super expensive. These were on sale for like $12. So if they still have these in stock, I would highly recommend. And then I got these in this like really pretty like light blue periwinkle color. I have them in like a mint green. I think I ordered them on, because they didn't have them on the website for Target, but I had them on Amazon for like this like taupe color that should get here in like a day or two, because I'm trying to wear more than just like the same couple of pairs of shorts all the time. And then I got these sunglasses from Amazon. I promise I don't have a shopping problem. You know what part of it is, honestly? So I turned 27 on May 27th. It's like the 13th today, maybe? The 14th? I don't know. And I had always said, like, by the time I'm 27, I have to know how to, like, be a girl, like, dress nice and do my hair and my makeup and my nails and stuff. So I was like, crunch time. To see if I like these. These are very, like, a trendy kind of style that people have right now. I can't tell if I like how they look. I think it's hard to see with sunglasses. Do we like these, or do they look weird? Like, I feel like they're kind of trendy. I don't know, I'm just like, I never wear sunglasses. Do we like these, or they look weird? Can you guys like tell me in the comments? I feel like my head shape is like weird, so most of them like don't look like me. That's what we got there. I want to show you all the raw stuff that we got. And then this set, by the way, is from Bombshell. It's, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like this like cream, like yellow color, and it's so cute and comfy. This is an extra small. These are small, so they could be a little bit longer, and it's like the perfect fit. Okay, so from Raw, I have in my meal plan right now a protein shake on the days that I train, so it's like a little extra protein those days, and I wanted to put them just like in my coffee, so I got their ready to drink ones. This salted caramel flavor. We've been to like a fudge shop, and I always get these like butter pecan flavored fudges because like I didn't really like chocolate when I was younger, or I maybe didn't like it when I was younger. But this tastes just like those like butter pecan kind of, oh, it's so, okay, my memory card got full, but then I'm gonna put some of that in a coffee right now because I haven't eaten yet today. I just woke up at like 8 a.m., which is really late for me, but being sick and the travel, my body needed it. And then the mocha latte flavor, people think it would be so good in coffee. You want to say hi to you? And then mint chip is at one of Alex's favorites. He puts this in his oats and puts eggs on top, like runny eggs. Tell me that doesn't sound disgusting. And then he wanted to try the cookies and cream isolate. I didn't get any protein powder because I'm gonna start just using this because I don't like to use a bunch of protein in a day, but I don't have to. And he tried the new lychee flavor pre-workout, so excited. I don't even know what lychee tastes like. I think they look like cute little, like, kind of see-through balls, don't they? And then pump squared glycerol. I think we got 2 of these. Yeah, because we both love these so much. And then I think I'm gonna probably start using their pump, like their non-stim free. Because I used to take it, and oh my god, when I did like my bodybuilding prep and I had like fucking no food in my system, story for another time, I would take like 2 scoops of that pump product and literally could like function as a human. And then I'd ordered one for Alex and I had a match, and I tried to order myself a large because I have a blue variation of this in a large, and it's like the perfect oversize, but they sent an XL and double XL. So I'm just giving both of those to Alex, and then I just got this one. I think it'll shrink like a tiny bit, but it's like the perfect level of oversize, and it's like a thick material, but it's like an athletic kind of fit. I don't even know how to explain it, the material, but it's like the Raw logo, and then tell me this bag isn't sick. It's so cute. I love hoodies, and I love like neutrals and stuff, so yeah, I got that. And then from Revive, this is like our health supplement sponsor. The only thing that I got in here so far was I got some chaseberry. I think that's everything that I got. I have a few other like Amazon stuff or whatever coming in the mail that I can show you guys throughout the day when it gets here. But I'm gonna go do laundry, put this away. Actually, I'm gonna make a protein shake. I'm gonna show you guys what this flavor is like here quick. It's 160 calories, 30 protein, 4 carb, 2.5 fat. Anybody cared. I don't usually drink protein shakes, but put it in a coffee, oh baby. I used to do protein coffee like every day when I was in college. Get you down here. Just like, I gotta make sure my address is not on there. Let's see, I don't think I can fit the whole thing in yet. Or maybe I can. Oh my god. Looks so sexy. Shrink a little. Oh my god, that's so good. I've never tried this one in coffee before. See, and it looks like you got crazy amounts of creamer. Honestly, instead of using creamer, get some ready to drink protein shakes, keep these in your fridge. Have like a splash of it. You can measure how much you use. Like a lot of food scales have say like ounces and stuff on the back, or milliliters, or not on the back, but like on the scale is like an option. You just pour in, let's say you want to split it into like 4ths or even longer, so this will last you for a long time, but you get a hit of protein. You could even do like half of it or the full thing if you wanted. And put it with like normal coffee or like decaf, whatever, but it's such a great way to make your coffee taste like fucking amazing if you like creamer, but not have all the junk and actually like hit your protein.
Try it.
Yeah, try it in there.
What flavor is this?
The salted caramel. Isn't that good?
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go clean up our place a little bit, get some groceries. I'll bring you guys along and kind of show you what all the food and prepping and all the stuff that I try to fit in today. Okay, I'm listening to a podcast. I wasn't in a Don't Be Sour. It is so, they just have the most out of pocket things right now. It's so funny. That's how I like being able to like clean and get groceries and stuff like that. Cause I'll listen to like a podcast or a YouTube video or whatever, and I just like make it a vibe. I make or get myself a drink. Alex got me a coffee this morning cause he got up at like 5 something this morning cause on prep you don't sleep. But I'm gonna make some rice and put some rice on really quickly before I go get groceries right now, cause I wanna make sure he just left for the gym and I wanna have some food ready for him for when he gets home so he can like eat, because we like don't really have anything obviously. But so we get this big ass rice from, look how big this is, from Costco. I think it's like $20. I like basmati, but he likes jasmine, so we just get jasmine. I don't really care too much, but we'll use this and it lasts us for frickin' ever when we do this, versus you buy those like way smaller bags at the grocery store for like frickin' $10 and they last you for like a couple days with how much rice that we eat. This, and then you get a rice cooker. Such a hack, but okay, I need to go and go get some groceries. Just got back from the grocery store. I went to Trader Joe's, I went to Aldi's, got everything I needed, and now all I've had today, it's like 11 o'clock. Granted, like I slept in and my body was just feeling kind of weird from travel, but all I had was that protein coffee, and I'm so hungry right now, so I'm cooking some beef that I just bought to be like a kind of pre-workout, but I'm just gonna do it probably honestly in the living room or the garage. It won't take very long, and I'll probably just go for a walk because I was gonna run today, but I'm definitely feeling worse, like sickness-wise, clearly. So no running and no crazy workouts today. I'm a little bummed because the past week was not great workouts, just between my body feeling so off from travel and just prioritizing Alex and what he needed for his show. So probably another week of not really training. Story of my life the past 2 months, but you know, we're holding on fine with where we're at. But I wanted to show you guys what I got at the grocery store because we pretty much needed to restock everything. Also, I had a little bit left of like a kratom drink from like a week ago that I put in a little bit more of this white like kratom powder. It's from this brand called Dialed Moods. I'll probably start showing it a lot more because I actually use it literally every single day. Sometimes I'll mix it with like an energy drink, like the Bomb Energies are my favorite. They're only like 112 mgs of caffeine, but since I had that whole cold brew, I don't need more caffeine right now, especially because I haven't eaten anything, which is not normal for me. My digestion's felt weird and just being sick and stuff. It is what it is. But then we got these little like flavor syrups you can get for your coffee. This is a raspberry lemonade flavor. I'm gonna put a little bit more water in here, and then the white kratom, by the way, it's kind of like an energy drink. There's no caffeine in it, but it just helps with like focus and energy. So I use it for work. The green one is like a hybrid between the red and the white. So it's kind of like a little bit chill, but like still focus. The white one's more energy, and then the red one is like relaxation and calm and stuff like that. I don't usually use that one. But like here in Florida, we have these things called like kava bars or kratom bars or whatever. And they have like kava and kratom drinks. They don't have them like everywhere, but we have them here. Alex loves them. And I just get the powder to have at home because it's like easier. But let's show you what I got. I was gonna get some like kind of fun stuff to make recipes, but I'm starting a gut protocol. I think the stuff gets here tomorrow, so tomorrow the next day. So I'm just gonna see how my body responds to that first before I buy stuff for other meals if my digestion's kind of sensitive. But I got Alex some butter lettuce. He's been loving these. Literally this whole container of this is only 30 calories, 4 carb and 2 fiber. So if you're dieting or you're just really hungry, adding this to meals like this in volume. That's what Alex has been doing. I got him 3 bags of that. And then my broccolini, y'all already know it's like $3 for a bag of this. Lasts me for a couple days worth of meals, and it digests better than like normal broccoli. I got myself 2 packets of 93% turkey. I was looking through the freezer today, and I have like 2 packets of 93% turkey that have like very freezer burns, so we'll see how that goes. And then 2 packets of 96% beef, and I'm fine. So I only bought 2 other packets of 96% beef at Trader Joe's. I like their quality. The other one was on the stove. I got raspberries for fiber. Alex has been liking these jasmine rice like freezer packets of them just in case like we're out of rice. So I got him more of those just in case. And then he really likes this, like I showed you this before I think, this lean beef stew meat from Trader Joe's for 4 ounces, which would be raw. So like 3 ounces cooked would be 140 calories, 4 fat, only 2 saturated fat, 23 protein, 2 carbs. So really good like lean steak macros, and it's like super cheap. It's like 14 bucks for the pack of it. And it lasts, oh, I'm gonna cook this. It lasts me for a little bit. I might put this stuff away. I got some avocados for some fat and some fiber. I got some sweet potatoes because I use those for one of my carb sources. And then from Aldi, I got some bananas to eat on my like pre-workout meal. I'm gonna do, I might switch to cream of rice just for something fun. I use cream of rice, I put beef on top, I put honey, banana, like cinnamon. And it's kind of like a shepherd's pie kind of vibe. It's like mashed potatoes. If it's like cream of rice that's not flavored, I really like it. So I'll either do that or I'll do rice. But I don't really want to have intra-carbs right now. I'd rather eat. I don't know, I go through phases. And my training's not very intense anyway. I got Alex a bunch of veggies from Aldi's. I got a thing of eggs, and I got 2 big packs of chicken, which I'm gonna prep right now too. That's usually what I do when I get home from the grocery store. I'll like prep everything. as much as like the meat or the carbs or like the rice I already put on, just because then I'm already in the kitchen trying to like either eat or clean or like stretch or do something over there. Sometimes I bring my laptop down and work right here just to be able to watch it, but I don't want to just spend time like just doing food stuff. Like I want to be able to multitask a little bit. My brain feels so slow. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna go get all this prepared. I'm not really gonna show you guys. I don't know. I don't put any seasoning on anything. I cut up the chicken, I cut up the sweet potatoes, I put them in the air fryer, cook the meat on the stove. Literally no seasoning. I'll put pepper, that's it. Because I don't want a bunch of salt, because we use like seasonings and sauces that have a lot of sodium in them, so we don't need any more. But like that's like literally it. Veggies in the air fryer or the microwave. Like I just keep it stupid simple at this point, and it makes it incredibly easy to be able to hit my targets and not stress about food, because I don't really have a lot of free time. And this takes like, I always joke, like minimal brain cells and minimal time. I'm gonna go because I can just tell I'm not very fun to listen to right now because I don't feel good. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, really random, but I started rinsing my meat, like my ground meat, when I cook it, because you know how like if you have like, I just rinsed the beef off, you know how like the bottom will be like nasty, kind of like the white like particles of fat, like slimy, and then I end up like not eating the last bit of my meat sometimes. It's kind of wasteful. So I just grabbed a little strainer thingy, I think it's called a sieve, over the sink, and I just poured it into that once it was like cooled down a little bit, and like put some water over it, obviously, and then it left a lot of like the junk and stuff like that. There wasn't a ton of grease because it was like super low fat, but if there was, I would like do it over a pan so it can like solidify and like throw out and like not clog your drain. But there's a little tip to help get a little bit of the extra fat off, because it's saturated fat in animal products, and that's not the good kind of fat. So we can minimize it. It's great. Okay, I wanted to show my meal really quickly because I'm sure it sounds really weird, but like I have a method to my madness of how I put together meals. So I do like sweet things. I don't like sweets like cookies and stuff. Like if I eat sugar, like I just don't feel good. Doesn't do the best in a human body, so I don't need it for the most part. But I like sweets, and I like sweet and savory, like sweet and salty. Like I like combos like that. So I have rice, 96% beef, bananas, almond butter, cinnamon, a little salt. If I had more carbs, I'd put in some honey to like really sweetens it up, and it's so good. It digests really well for me. It's all whole foods. It tastes kind of like dessert. I don't know how to, like, it probably sounds weird. Anytime someone tries my food combos, they're like, oh my god, you're not actually crazy. I like normal food too, guys. But I would just highly recommend it. It's so good. It's such a good like pre-workout or other meal, whatever you want it. And the way that I come up with meals, like why I started doing this, is I'll pick a protein source first, a carb source, a fat source, and then a fruit or vegetable. And that's how I like run through like putting together a meal. But then like if it's pre-post workout, it's lower fat, low fiber. Other meals have more of that. So then like here, I did bananas for another carb source because I wanted it sweeter. And that's like why honey would have gone in there too. If it wasn't gonna be like a pre-workout, then I would probably have more fiber in it, and I would do like raspberries. I like this combo with raspberries, it's really good. Because raspberries have more fiber. And then I did rice because it's a simple carb versus a complex carb with more fiber, because I want it to like digest pretty quickly. Almond butter is just a fat source that digests really well for me. And then the same with like lean beef, and I like beef. But I don't know, just keep it simple. Okay, so it's a lot later than I kind of thought it would be. It's like 12:15 right now, and I've only had one meal, and I'm not trying to get really behind on my food. So I'm gonna eat another meal, just chicken rice, broccolini, olive oil, and then Melinda's black truffle hot sauce is so good. It says it's 0 calories. Obviously there's trace calories. It smells very strong, so just brush your teeth after you eat it, but it's so good. But I'm gonna eat this. I'm like finishing up doing that. I'll probably do my little like workout thing in the living room right here, because I can have food in my stomach. It's not like a real workout. And then just to show my supplements, because I'm kind of bad about showing that. I do my megas, my multi, my vitamin D, digestive enzymes, and ginger root, just getting my digestion back into a good spot post-travel and everything. And I've been taking cold medicine and elderberry and vitamin C and zinc. Like my life freaking depends on it, so I can hopefully kick this, because I had so much that I wanted to get done this week after being gone, and I was like, oh, I'll just like backload it all there. I should have known I'd get sick. I should have known. Okay, so just went for a little walk really quickly, and then I'm gonna do my little like workout. thing. I made a little reel about how I prepped the chicken while I was walking. It was nice to multitask. I'm actually kind of sweaty a little bit because it's like hot as heck out here in Florida. I have like a little bit of an Element electrolyte packet, and then I'm gonna do 5 grams of creatine in here. I'll be honest, like I haven't been super consistent with this since like starting lifting, and I feel like a lot of social media people, and you'll notice because it's people that have codes for companies that they work with typically, and they're like, oh my god, this has made the biggest difference after taking it consistently. Creatine doesn't really work like that. Like you're not going to necessarily notice like a crazy amount of like physical results from just creatine that you can tie it to just creatine. So I mean, it's great to take it, especially even if you don't work out. Like it actually helps with your brain. There's lots of research about it. If you're interested, if you don't know who Lane Norton is, or Bio Lane, he is a PhD, very, very smart. He actually is one of the owners for David Bars now, like those protein bars. But he posts a lot of content about like actual research and stuff, talks a lot about creatine and why it's good. So it still literally blows my dang mind when I have women ask about like, oh, what do you think about creatine? Would it be beneficial? Should I take it? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, holy shit, has all this information not been on the internet for the past like 15 years to talk about how it's not bad and it's good for you and like no bad shit? Like, do people not see that too? Because I feel like that was all that was on my feed the past like maybe 3 years. And then people are still like confused about creatine. Is my algorithm just like really different? I don't know. But, like creatine's not bad. It's actually really good for you. It's in your body already. Like you have some in it right now. We're just giving you a little bit more for a little bit more oomph for your energy, better energy and endurance to push in your workout, more results that you can get from it, right? That's my little rant on creatine with the little bit of energy that I have. I'm gonna go do my little workout. I'll show you guys some clips on it, but it's really not a workout. So it's probably not one you're gonna wanna copy. Okay, so I'm not gonna like show you the whole things like real time because there's just a lot of holds. The first one is a isometric lateral lunge. So I'm lunging into this leg. I'm pushing my knee and my hip out. My other leg is straight. And I'm trying to kind of push my hip under. I can see like in a mirror right here that I'm like upright. So I have my core engaged. I can really feel my glute. And then my quad really starts to kick in. And I just sit here upright. It's actually pretty hard. I actually have a little bit of pain in this hip because it kind of goes around. But I try to get like pretty much to parallel. And I hold that for 2 minutes, and then I'm resting for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna do the other leg. This next one is actually so hard, really like an L-sit handstand, and you just sit there for 2 minutes, and oh my god, do your shoulders burn. I'm gonna show you a second quick, and then I'm gonna actually do it, but I'm not gonna film for 2 minutes. It's gonna use too much of my memory card. But so you find something that's gonna be about the same height as your hips. And you get, I think you can see, in an L. So your shoulders are over top of your wrists, and you just sit there and you hold it for 2 minutes and shake and cuss in your head or out loud a little bit. Holy crap, the past like, the last probably 25 seconds, I'm like moaning and groaning and grunting. That's so fucking hard. Holy shit, y'all should try that. Okay, the next thing is 3 rounds. You're holding each for 40 seconds. Sounds like a hamstring. I think I have the frame enough. Hamstring hold, so I'm just up like here. My knees are pretty straight. Driving my heels in, keeping my hips up, my core tight, using my hamstrings. And then I roll over on my back. Ooh, and my arms are like 30 degrees. Right here, and I hold them up like this. Using like my upper back muscles. 40 seconds each, 3 rounds. Okay, so this last thing is kind of weird. So lay on my side, it's like a hip internal rotation and a kickback. So I'm laying here with my leg out. I'm gonna bring my leg up. I'm gonna kick it back, bring it back down, and back again. It's kind of awkward to like get in the routine of it, and then I kind of get it figured out. And it's 50 reps a second. And then that's the end of it. So that's what I'm saying. This is just based off of like my structural issues and imbalances and stuff. So it's not like a real workout. This one is the least workouty of all of them, but this is kind of more or less what I've been doing the past couple weeks before getting into an actual like hypertrophy block that I'm starting. So I'm gonna eat really quick. Damn, I really feel so shitty right now. Like there's a chance I'm gonna take my computer and go lay in my bed and do my work from my laptop in bed right now. Oh boy. But I got chicken and rice, broccolini, coconut oil for my fat source, just to get something a little different than, I don't love the taste of olive oil. I don't like coconut oil though. And then Trader Joe's green dragon sauce. So I'm gonna eat this probably real slow. and then I'm gonna go lay down and get some work done. All right, pretty sure I talked to you guys at this spot the last time too, but it's a lot later. It's like 5:50 and I'm gonna eat my 5th meal of the day. And I'm actually pretty hungry, so it's great timing for this. I've got sweet potato, broccolini, ground beef, avocado, and an egg with runny yolk, of course, to use a sauce. And then I couldn't really decide, so I'm gonna do a little bit of sriracha and a little bit of the black truffle hot sauce. I like the combination together, so I'm gonna do like half and half. I'm eating this, and then I've just been literally sitting in bed with my laptop working because I still don't feel good. But I'm just gonna be up there. I'll probably have another like 2 hours or so, like finishing up client work and just getting a couple of things situated from being gone for so long, and then hopefully passing out early and just being able to rest, maybe go for another walk. It's like beautiful outside here in Florida. But I'm listening to a Mel Robbins podcast, or I'm like watching it like on YouTube. So I'm gonna watch that while I eat. It helps me like not eat really fast, because otherwise I would scarf my food and get so bloated. So if I like distract myself, I know people say like don't distract yourself while you're eating. How else are you gonna finish your meal in over 2 minutes? I don't know. Maybe other people are slow eaters, but I need something to like slow me down. Okay, so I got a few other Amazon packages. Most of them were just supplements for my gut stuff. But then I think I showed you guys these sunglasses before. And then I got some little baby, you probably can't see them, just like little hoops that like just get smaller, like little huggies, because I'm just kind of sick of these ones. I just want something different. And then these are the eyelashes that I wear. I don't like get my eyelashes done. I just glue on strips. They're the Pompadour one from Kiss So Wispy. Pompadour, they're like literally perfect. And then I got a little brown bandeau that I'm hoping works. It's like an activewear bandeau because, oh, what is this? It'll probably be fine. I'll have to try it on and see. Because I got these Gymshark sweatpants that are like a creamish color with like a brown stripe down the side. I was like, that's kind of cool and trendy. And I saw someone wearing like a brown little bandeau with it. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try that out. So I'm hoping this all fits. Because I was like, I feel like it's kind of a vibe. And then like with the cool like sunnies, I don't know. It's like I don't know. I just think I'll look cool compared to like, not that this is bad, but it's not really an outfit that I put together. I just kind of got dressed. But I feel like I'm like progressing a little bit because I still just like, my brain doesn't feel like it's fully there today. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go finish up work. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, 7 p.m. and I try to finish my meals like 3 hours before I go to bed, and I want to be asleep by 10 if I can. I still have like a little bit more work to finish up. But at my last meal, it's kind of weird versus like what I usually preach, but it's just kind of how they actually have this on my meal plan. There's no protein in this, like actual protein source. It's already ate it all for the day, so it's just gluten-free oats, a bunch of raspberries, and then some almond butter for some fiber, some fats. And then I put in the oats just for some flavor, because usually I'm used to like protein powder. A little bit of this caramel flavored stevia drops. You get them on like Amazon or whatever. And then a little bit of cinnamon. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of salt on top because sweet and salty. We already had this conversation. But I'm gonna bring this up to bed while I'm still working and finish it. And I don't know, I'll probably chat with you guys a little bit later. It's the next morning. I feel worse today than I did yesterday. So I am not training. Also, I did the mocha latte flavor protein shake in my coffee. So good. Oh, I definitely feel worse today, so I'm not training. I'm kind of bummed because, I mean, I haven't been able to really train in like 2 months. Like, there have been like normal workouts, or I'm like sick or whatever's going on, or an injury. So it is what it is. I definitely lost muscle because like that is a decent bit of time, and a little bit before that too. I can tell like in my shoulders and my upper body especially. A little bummed about that, but I will gain it right back. Like I'll either chat with people, a lot clients especially, but if I just chat with people and they're so stressed over like, oh, I'm sick and I'm gonna lose all my progress, and they still try to train when they're sick. I used to do it too, but if you're sick, and you think about it like this, right? So your body has a finite amount of energy and resources. Like it's not unlimited, you have a finite amount. So if you are sick and your body has to work on fighting off and recovering from whatever you had going on from the sickness, and then you have to have a ton of energy for everything else in your day, right? And then a hard workout, and then recovering from that workout. Do you think you have enough fuel in your tank to have a productive workout that's going to really get you anywhere, and then be able to recover from it, and then magically not feel sick anymore and not feel worse? Like that's not how that works. So if you still try to force workouts and you're sick, you're going to feel worse, like sickness wise, for longer, because you just stole that resource and that energy that you would use to recover from that and fight that off, to have a half-ass workout with half-ass recovery for half-ass results. Versus if you took the next like 3 or so days off of training completely, you just did what you could do to help you get better as fast as possible, you get back to productive workouts a hell of a lot faster. So that's why I'm not training right now, because I'm not trying to make this suck for myself longer than it needs to. And then I can get back to actually building muscle. And that was like the other thing I kind of wanted to talk about, because I feel like those go very hand in hand. And I realized I just always thought really short-sighted, and I knew deep down I wasn't actually putting in the work that I could be to get better results. Because if I knew for a fact, like every time I worked out, like I just gave it my all and I didn't hold back on stuff, and I didn't like do that thing where you kind of like, oh, like that's enough, like that's fine, I did this, or I'll, you know, make up for this later. And I would do that in my head all the time. And I would realize like, okay, so I was like giving myself an inch and like taking a mile in all these little places. So of course I'm stressing over missing something, because I was already missing so much that I was missing more, and I realized I'm really far away from like hitting all this stuff, like 100%. So now if I'm gonna go work out, like I'm going into it and I'm gonna set that intention, I'm gonna call myself out for how I used to. And now what I do is I'll talk to myself, and this is like rooted in like research, like neuroscience and stuff, like being able in psychology, like talking to yourself like in that third person, and just saying like, you got this, you know, fully show up for this thing. And when I'm going into the gym, reminding myself, you're here for a reason. If you're only doing 10 to 12 reps, like make them really fucking good reps. Make them actually effective, or why the heck else are you in here? So that shift of myself being able to actually truly show up the way that I need to in my training helped. So, and like my nutrition, like staying consistent with it to the point where I don't really stress about like being off for a little bit. Whether like I have a meal out with Alex, or I'm sick and I can't train, or whatever's going on, knowing that like I'm so consistent with everything else, and I actually truly put in the effort to make sure my workouts are effective, to make sure my cardio is actually not just like checking a box. It's like I actually had intent behind it, to make sure that I hit my nutrition, or if I want to eat out, I can balance other things out and not stress about it. Those little things, like me actually putting that effort in, is what's giving me so much freedom. Like all of that structure and that plan, that preparation is what gives me now this freedom, and to not stress over everything. And then the perspective of, when I said like people just think so short-sighted, and like I did too, so I would think, well, if I eat this, it's gonna make me, you know, fat, or if I'm off plan now, like that ruins everything, and or if I miss a workout like for a week, I'm gonna lose all this muscle. And like two things of that: number one, like this physiological change that we're trying to get to happen in our body takes way longer than people think. So like just the same way you don't eat like one day of like hitting your macros and you're not like fucking shredded out of your mind, like it doesn't work that way. You have to give your body the specific stimulus over a period of time to help it actually adapt and get to where you want it to be. But then the other aspect of that I think is probably more important, because I think people understand like results take time, and they just wish it would be sooner, and they need to work on like that delayed gratification versus being upset that they don't get their results in like a month or two. That's a topic for another time though. But if I lost muscle again, I can't go back and change it. I can't go back and like re-put it on in the past, but I can put it on in the current and in the future. So instead of stressing over that, just say, I am where I am right now. I can't change anything. So what can I do right now to make sure that my like needle of my compass is pointing towards the goals that I want right now? So for me, what that looks like is I have being sick in there. So I lost some muscle. I'm now sick, I can't train. But I want to get to a point where I can train and build that muscle again. So I'm going to take off of the gym and just get some vitamin D and some rest and some steps and hydration and nutrients, all of those things. Load up on my vitamins to help me get better as fast as possible. Because the sooner that I can get back into training, the sooner I can get back into rebuilding that muscle that I want again. And then once I'm back into training, I make sure, make sure I hit my no scratching. I make sure, come here. I make sure I hit my nutrition. I make sure I prioritize my sleep. I make sure when I go to work out, I'm not just going through the motions. I actually have like an intent behind it when I am training. So I know for a fact, because I have built that muscle multiple times before, I can build it again. I know exactly how. I just have to follow the plan, but I have to set my body up to a position where I can actually let that happen. So hence not doing anything while I'm sick. If you view it that way, you understand that number one, this ain't the end of the world. It's not all life is about, is like looking a certain way, you're having muscle or a certain level of body fat. It's very, very minor. It's just a small like interest or hobby that we could have as part of like our whole life. But then understanding, so like I'll be 27 in like a week and a half from when I'm filming this. So I'm just about 27. I still got a lot of life left. So like if I need to spend time rebuilding muscle, like, I mean, I don't need it right now. Would it be nice right now? Yeah, but I don't need it right now. Like I'm fine, I got all this time to build it. So if I view it as that way of if I lose progress, I just get it back again, right? Or if I lose money or whatever, like I just make it again, right? Or like your business goes to shit, you just rebuild a new one, or the same thing, like, right? Like you can always, if you have that mindset, then no matter what happens and you have that mindset of like resilience, even when you go through some hard shit, you're like, I've been through hard. I know how to get through this and I know exactly what to do, or I know that I will be able to figure out like how to get to it. And I feel like that's definitely what's allowed me to be successful with different areas of my life, is because I have that mindset. Anything that you go through is just preparing you for other stuff in the future, if you view it as such. Otherwise you view it as life's out to get me and this victim or like scarcity mindset or fixed mindset. Like we don't want any of that shit. We want a growth, abundant mindset. Right? Well, hopefully that little mindset chat was helpful to anybody, or at least just finish up your cardio. I'm sorry I'm really low energy. I just really don't feel good right now. But I wanted to close the video out and at least leave you guys with that perspective that's got me not stressing when I usually used to stress a lot. So don't train when you're sick. Train your ass off if you do go to the gym, because why else would you go to the gym if you're not going to put the effort in, right? Take your freaking vitamins. Take Immune Defense by Revive MD. The dosage of everything in there is like the vitamin C, the zinc, vitamin D, all that is great. That's what I'm making Alex take right now so he doesn't get sick. Try the Raw Nutrition protein shakes in your coffee. Code PR for Revive and Raw. And then just send me some healthy vibes, y'all. I'll talk to you in the next one.